big buller to everyone throughout the Pacific, throughout the world, watching day 3 of the International Defence Rugby competition. Everybody is about to be gripped by this game. So much anticipation around this Fijian team, who might just be the favourites to take out this tournament. But they will come up against a big challenge in the might of the United Kingdom. It's a Fijian team that is just full of stars, with Anime, Bati, the left wing, the first 5. And you're looking for Koto, the loose forward trio of Nerokete, Siata, and the very good hooker, Isabella Koi. The reserves, well, they will bring plenty of firepower. They will bring an injection of pace and physicality, the likes of Lita Marama. We will bring you both national anthems, that of the United Kingdom and that of Fiji, as we run through the team list for Great Britain. Shontown Miller, Becky Wilson, Carrie Smith. They'll set the platform along with Sarah Batley, their captain. And again, keep an eye on their playmaker, Sarah Graham. Rosie Dixon in fullback. This is a complete United Kingdom side. A wonderful emotion, and now God save the King. Well, Stephen Harris, a big day for the United Kingdom. I'd imagine they were probably somewhat shell-shocked off the back of the performance against Australia. Dominated the opening 20 minutes. Australia then tackled their hearts out, put just a little bit of doubt in the minds of the players out of the United Kingdom, and then they just lost that ascendancy. They come up against a team who've put 60 points on Australia.
Oh, absolutely. We just don't know what it's. There's a little bit of, and a lot of, not a little bit, but a lot of anticipation, whether you're viewing or whether we're calling this game from this Fijian side. We know they're going to be really, really good athletes, and UK, to stay in this game, they will basically have to tackle them, but I think also test them up front as well.
So we are underway. It is Fiji taking on the United Kingdom immediately from the kick-off. Knock on from the Fijians, challenging for possession. So United Kingdom, we know how good they are structurally. Fiji, though, will bring up a flat defence and the charge down. Referee says, no, we won't come back and play the scrum. There was enough advantage there. It looked like a knock on there. Fiji have got away with one. No, they'll come back now and play the scrum. So, what does the referee say? No, let's come back. We'll play the original knock-on from the kick-off, so no advantage here. But again, just showing just how dynamic this Fijian team is. The outside centre, Ivemir Nambura. Number 7 there, the flanker, is Norakete. Big ranging number 8, Priscilla Siata. Siata, Norakete and Vokoto. That's a dynamic loose forward trio.
Oh, listen, they look really good athletes as well, and definitely a little bit of height across the paddock. They'll definitely have an advantage in that area, but looking forward to seeing this first set piece.
Yeah, look at this. Look, 2 body position from the Fijians. Let's have a look, because this is an area you'd expect maybe the United Kingdom to dominate, but so far, great parity there. Off the back of the scrum is Sally Bellhouse for the United Kingdom, wearing the number 8. And what does the referee say? So, off their feet. And penalty goes the way of the United Kingdom. This could be an absolute cracker. So, touch finder from the United Kingdom. Play will come back on halfway. Opportunity to have a look at line out time at set piece for both sides. Hooker Sarah Bately for the United Kingdom. And they're happy to go down to the middle. Nice off the top, the United Kingdom. Now they look to try and run, but immediately met by a wall of Fijian players. But up offside is the call, so they'll come back. Another penalty. Both sides going to need to really just watch their discipline.
Very, very, very keen, aren't they? From the second penalty for Fiji already, but just shows you that they're actually really willing to get stuck into their work.
Yeah, Fiji come with a big reputation, and I think sometimes the best thing you can do when you come up against a team that's probably more favoured, hit them early, hit them hard, see how they deal with a bit of adversity. But you can just see plenty of height, Fiji. Happy to go down to Bethan Dainton, the number 6, and off the top of the line out again, but referee says not straight. So, scrum, feed to Fiji. 3 minutes gone in this mouth-watering encounter on day 3 of the International Defence Rugby Championship.
Yeah, that throw again from the hooker Wilson looked okay from where I'm looking, but the referee just adjudged that was too far down the UK side of the line out.
Well, as long as they're consistent, that's the key thing. So halfback for Fiji is Kotu Balavu. Now Fiji, first chance to have a look at them all kicking. We haven't seen a lot of kicking, not sure that's the option when you're anchored in your 22. Probably needed to do a little bit more to exit from that, but the United Kingdom, they're more than happy with the decision. They'll come and use their backs. Fiji again, flat up in defence. Referee says that's okay. They've got numbers now, looking to run the ball through the hands. Lovely piece of back play. But again, good defence. Nambura up quickly along with the fullback, Tuvok. Referee wants to have a little word here.
Third penalty in 4 minutes. This time I think he might be just talking about the height of the tackle as we get a look at the replay. Dixon going into contact.
That tackle there's okay. It's that one maybe.
Yeah, just the 13.
Just 13 coming up over the top. Not intentional, but just that arm just coming up above the shoulder. And so it will be Sarah Graham. Very impressive first 5 for the United Kingdom. Looking to try and put this deep into the Fiji in 22.
Already a different feel to this game than the previous game, isn't there? A little bit more intensity at breakdown. Fiji looking to throw a lot more numbers. Almost a little bit unlucky not to get a turnover before.
Yeah, big, tall, ranging figure of Ulu Thaidavu. They're good, Britain. They go to Sean Williams. Now trying to get their driving maul going. Fiji set themselves. They would have done a lot of work in this area, both sides. They know how big part it is, the international game now. So, Sarah Graham. Britain happy to go 1 or 2 off the ruck. Happy to be patient. Graham again, the little show, the little go, but Fiji too good defensively. They get to the breakdown, but referee says once again offside Fiji. They're going to need to adjust to the referee's interpretations quickly. Every referee will have a slightly different interpretation, and so it's up to both sides early to get a bit of a gauge how they're going to rule the breakdown, what the definition of offside is. And interesting that Great Britain, UK, United Kingdom I should say, are going to take the 3 points on offer. So it looks fairly out in front for Sarah Graham. Yeah. Surprised here, Stephen Harris, at taking the 3?
No, not at all. I think it's important that, you know, just psychologically you get some points on the board nice and early. They've had a little bit of you know, a bit of territory game early in this match, and I think it's important that you walk away with something.
And pulls it to the left. Wow, so pretty disappointing by your own high standards too. Pretty disappointing for those supporting the United Kingdom. Used to be kicking those against a team of this quality. So Sean Williams there, the number 7 for the United Kingdom, number 12 for Fiji. The very good inside centre of Lavinia Tinai. They get underway. So on the halfway line. Oh, good barnstorming run from Louise Dodd. Finally taken in a good tackle, but Dodd showing just how dynamic she can be. Finding space up through the middle. Great tackle coming from the Fijian hooker Koi. And now Fiji, just a wall of colour. Continue to go out to this left-hand side. Having a wee look, manages to beat one, but the knock-on comes. Fiji applying the pressure, and the United Kingdom just having a wee look.
Yeah, good line speed from Fiji on that occasion, and just the pass is not quite that accurate as we look at it again. Goes to ground, but you've got to be careful on the synthetic surface. It tends to skid and come at you at different angles, but all the same, good pressure by the Fijian defence.
So let's have another look here at scrum time. Really well drilled, both teams. Like the look of this Fijian front row of Lathani Valu, Koi and Ravuvu. Really good body position, but the UK getting some ascendancy at scrum time. They come away with it, they go down the short side. So, not releasing, another penalty. 5th penalty so far of the morning against Fiji. And now Sarah Graham. With the touch finder. Just wonder whether the Fijians just a little bit nervy at the moment, just haven't quite settled. Need to get their hands on the ball and just set up some phases. Just get themselves into this game. They go, another messy line out, but the United Kingdom do come away with it. Oh, another big shot coming in, this time from the open side flanker for Koto. Another big tackle. Just not getting on the front foot, the United Kingdom. Getting just pushed back by some very good defence. Tackling's been good from the Fijians. Physical as well, looking to try and now hold up the United Kingdom, but they go to ground. Another penalty, arm is out. Trying to bring a little bit more interest to this back play. Beats one, wrapped up in a 2-person tackle. looking to show a little bit more enterprise. Referee, come back, we'll play the penalty. So they're always under advantage. Oh, penalty, Stephen Harris got to be concerned for the Fijian coaches.
Yeah, I was just thinking that Fiji, their head coach, is really Ledua. He'd be really concerned at the way his team started. You know, multiple penalties, and I don't think it'll be too long before the referee will be having a conversation with the Fijian skipper to vote.
Tell you what though, wonderful tackling from the Fijians, physical. Always a danger when you do come up quickly that you can open up that channel. And this time they look to try and find touch, can't find it now. The Fijians with ball in hand, is that the right option? Showing some of the 7 skills. Fiji keep trying to keep the ball on foot. United Kingdom somehow have got themselves out of trouble. They retain, they've got possession back, but immediately falling to the feet. Another penalty, this time Isabella Koi for Fiji, just going to ground off her feet at the breakdown. Basic fundamentals, just letting this Fijian team down. But in that brief moment, we saw the danger of Fiji.
Oh yeah, just that Fijian flair can come out of sort of anywhere on the paddock once again seen. But I do think it's a little bit of time for them to settle down. There's an opportunity to utilise the breeze that's actually behind them in the first half. As for the UK, they'll be pretty pleased that they're actually getting themselves in really good field position. But once again, another attacking opportunity.
But if they're going to kick, they've got to find touch. You do not want to kick to this back three of Tuvo, Mali or Nambura. Ball goes in this time. United Kingdom wanting to play it quick. Good scrum coming from Fiji. Referee says play on. Oh, another big hit. Another knock on too. Turnover comes. The referee will come back. So the defence of Fiji putting the United Kingdom under all sorts of pressure. And I wonder, just with what we've seen, how flat the Fijians, how quickly they're getting up, how physical they are, where the United Kingdom just need to be a little bit tighter, pick and go, be a little bit more direct.
Yeah, a couple of girls having a look as well. Yeah, 12, she really had no chance there. That was Louise Dodd. She made that good early break, but on that occasion, she got the tackler and the ball at the same time.
Intriguing counter, 0-0. Wonderful, wonderful test match between these two Defence Forces teams. Fiji in their, well, non-traditional colours, possibly representative of the various regions of Fiji, the tribes and the different defence forces. So chance now, scrum half for Fiji is Koto Balavu. So Koto Thalevu is the scrum. Oh, they've ripped it away from it, so turnover. United Kingdom, and now happy to go wide, but a little bit too lateral at the moment. Somebody needs to straighten it up. Another big tackle, another knock on. In fact, referee says no, we'll just play the line out.
Yeah, but scrappy from both teams initially. Some really good work from the loose head prop Lasini Valu at scrum time. Just got that left hand side around, but unfortunately for the Fijians, just turning that ball over, and UK, unfortunately for them, not taking the opportunity.
You've certainly had all the ball, haven't they, the United Kingdom, but just haven't been able to really sort of crack this Fijian defence, and well, Fiji just look a little unsettled. So referees, well, that's not straight, they'll come back. So both teams guilty of unforced errors. So now front opportunity for the Fijians. Looking for that centre pairing of Lavinia tonight and Nambura.
Like to see the tight head prop for Fiji, Tofa Ravovo, just get that right hand side square. So they've got a good platform to attack off.
So, good scrum this time. Now, what can the Fijians do from the set piece? Oh, well, I think there was just a little bit of breakdown in communication. But now good driving play. Look here from the Fijians, putting the United Kingdom almost back into their own 22 from the turnover. Well, come back. Needed to play that scrum. Not really sure why so much advantage was played when the ascendancy was very much in the favour of Fiji off the back of the knock-on here. But showing the danger that they possess.
Oh,
and if things click, look out.
If that pass had been dropped a little bit lower, just a little bit too high, player had to reach for it. And like yourself, Mark, I'm a little bit surprised that what sort of advantage that he was looking for.
Like you say, with the refereeing, as long as they're consistent, that's all you want. Very good refereeing so far throughout this tournament. As the scrum feed, Charlie Morgan with the feed into the scrum, coming off the back will be Sally Bellhouse. And now kicking, we haven't seen a lot of it, trying to turn these Fijian backs around who are up very, very flat. Can they keep it in? They do. Play on, so good enterprise from Fiji. They love to play the 15-man game. They love to roll the dice a little bit. The Fijian flair. But the stake's a little bit higher in this match.
Change of tactics there from the UK with the kick. Just found a little bit of space in behind the Fijian back three, and it's worked out quite nicely for them with a good attacking position.
Yeah, number 7 there is Sean Williams, who opposite, and the number 6 jersey is Fukoto for Fiji. Now they come away with it, so no, didn't go in, didn't come out. Thought it might have been a little bit of what a tight head there for Fiji, but clearly didn't go through the right corridor. So a chance now for Morgan to reset. Halfback for the United Kingdom. Kotopavalu. That's the halfback for Fiji. Carrie Smith, the tight head prop in the number 3 jersey on this side. Number 7 for Fiji. The open side flanker is Doreen Narathiti. Oh, good scrum from Fiji. Now, United Kingdom, another big tackle. And defence getting the job done for Fiji at the moment. But they need to hold on to the pill. They need to maybe build some phases here, Fiji. Just get themselves into this game, just settle things down a little bit.
Yeah, once again, pressure on the inside centre, Louise Dodd. Just couldn't get that offload away. So good pressure from the midfield of Fiji.
Chance here now for Kotopavalu with the feed. Fijians have split their back line. One of the rare resets that we've seen at scrum time. It's one of the real positives of women's rugby is that we don't seem to have the constant resets that we get in the men's game. Plenty of pressure being put on. Both hookers, Sarah Bately for the United Kingdom and Isabella Quee for Fiji.
Got to say though, I am enjoying this battle. One moment it's Fiji, one moment UK comes back at them.
Yeah, number 1 for Fiji, Lauthani Valu. Tofa Ravuvu and Isabella Coy. It is scrum will go the way of the United Kingdom. So high fives all around amongst the tight 5 for the UK. Nice job being done by the 2 locks, Chantal Miller and Erica Mills. Big tall figure, Chantal Miller. Another one of their big strong ball carriers. Use her effectively at line out time too. Oh, good scrum. Plenty of pressure being shown now. The Fiji's got the slight edge. But Fiji, 2 locks, 2 locks. Now, Fiji, 2 locks. 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 Fiji, 2 l Slightly messy at the base of the scrum, but the United Kingdom get away with it. Look to try and bring their right winger in. Does a good job here, Amy Carr, but wrapped up. 2 Fijians in the tackle. And penalty now, not releasing. So the Fetchers doing a lovely job for Fiji. They take the quick tap. United Kingdom deemed to have been back through the 10. First real chance now we've seen of the Fijians. What can they put together? And look at the skills. Beats 1, beats 2. Now they look to open it up. This is where they're so dangerous. Another great run coming from Fiji. Great vision. Ball carriers in support. Brilliant run coming from Kotobavalu. Now finally the United Kingdom get back, but selling off. No, they've turned possession over. So the United Kingdom get themselves out of a little bit of trouble, but we see in a split second the dangers the Fijians possess. The brilliance of the Fijians.
It was only a bite-sized sample, but boy, it was a good sample as we see the break forthcoming through the middle. Not a lot of support around.
Well, that's 3 players beaten.
For the fly half. And he may just flicks it, finds the support in Solote Kotobalavu.
But it is a throw-in to the Fijians. Let's have a look at their line out. Do they go to the short? They don't. They're happy to go long. United Kingdom bothering not to challenge for the line out. Therefore, I don't really think you should ever, if an opposition's not challenging in line out, I don't think it's that important whether it's straight down the middle. Now another chance from their very impressive fullback, Tuvok. Tuvok finds their right wing, Bola Malet. And not releasing. And quick tap taken. Referee says no, we'll come back, we'll play from the mark. It's going to be a yellow card, in fact, I think going the way of Fiji. Deliberate, is it? And it is. And I'm feeling it might be the fullback that's been given the yellow.
Yeah, could be the skipper. To vote, or they'll confirm that in a moment. But once again, too many penalties down in this area from the Fijians to be really disappointed.
Well, yeah, but equally, I think the United Kingdom will be disappointed they haven't been able to turn territory into points. And the longer this game goes, you feel that the greater the chance Fiji get into this game. They haven't really been in the contest so far. A lot of defending, 1 or 2 attacking opportunities. And they're showing just how dangerous they can be. So real opportunity now for Sarah Graham with the touch finder. Expect to see the United Kingdom keep this tight. They haven't been successful when they've gone wide. They need to build some phases here. Quick ruck speed. 1 or 2 off the ruck. So a big throw for Sarah Bately, the United Kingdom hooker. 6 there is Dayton, and they do go to Dayton. Now, Fijians look to shut this driving wall down. They'll look to come through the short side, directly through the middle. Arm goes outside, a penalty advantage again. United Kingdom. And penalty this time. And they'll take the quick tap, and surely they do score the try. They do, and the United Kingdom are first to score. Again, Fijian discipline just lacking, just letting them down at the moment, but too good, too easy. And it is the United Kingdom leading Fiji 5 points to 0. 23 minutes gone in the first half.
Yeah, once again, there's the penalty from the offside, the open side flanker. Naroketi coming around far too quick. That just gave the opportunity for the quick take taken by the halfback. So some good thinking there from Charlie Morgan. She bags herself a 5-pointer.
And there is Willie Walker in the middle, sort of can't see him there in the brown shirt, talking to the gentleman in the blue. He's the current women's coach for the Auckland FPC. We'll be chatting to Willie at half-time, getting his thoughts here, scouting, looking at some of the talent on display. So Sarah Graham with the conversion. Really important, the 2 points when you're in a contest such as this. Pushes it wide.
Conversion unsuccessful. Score remains 5-0 to the UK.
So 5-0, United Kingdom over Fiji.
Tosso, vinci Tosso.
Well, quick thinking here. Really good play from the halfback, Charlie Morgan. One thing the referees throughout this tournament, they're allowing players to take the quick tap from penalties. Fiji get play back underweight now. Really important the United Kingdom exit here. It's been a talking point throughout this tournament. Doing a lot of good work at one end, only not to exit from the kick-off. And that is very good. Just really good basic rugby, good fundamentals. Not a lot of clearance on the kick. It's a chance now for the Fijians. So they go to the front of the line out, and they go to the middle of the line out. A big tall jumping figure there of Uli Kadavu. When they go to Kadavu, they come away with it now. So they look to try and run direct. Big barnstorming run from Kaibau. Quick hands. Now the Fijian flair steps on the inside, runs back through the middle, storms over one, gets across, finally brought down in a good tackle, but it is Fiji who have the ascendancy, but not releasing. So the fixtures for the United Kingdom, another area where they're really well rehearsed. Fiji asking the question, saying, come on referee, you're blowing us out of the game. And now a little bit of back chat, and they'll march another 10 metres, so discipline at the moment. Arguably the difference between the two teams.
Gee, I want to see more of the skipper Kasanita Ravovo. This lady is good on her feet. So we see the ball transferred out to that right-hand side from Nabura. And there's this Ravovo with the right step on the inside. Little bit of pace. Tackle a little bit high. Get out of my way. Louise Dodd. Just in that breakdown area, that UK player lying in the tackled area, but the penalty goes against Fiji.
Penalty count has been incredibly high against Fiji. And now, not clean, but chance here for the United Kingdom. Just wonder whether someone needs to just kick the territory. This is Fiji in defence. Tough tackle too on the number 7 for the United Kingdom, Sean Williams. Just a bit of a knock to the head. Just getting pushed into the tackle, little knock on, that's the pressure, but another penalty. Just coming in off their feet, not rolling away at the tackle time. They take the quick tap, not back the 10. Referee, I'm sure, is playing under advantage. Yes, another advantage to the United Kingdom. Now looking to try and play with speed. They've got an opportunity down this right-hand side before another big tackle comes in. United Kingdom get monstered. This is better. Good run from Erica Mills. The lock forward for the United Kingdom. And now the penalty goes the way of Fiji. Like the referee there, he played the advantage and he didn't let the advantage go for too long. The United Kingdom, I think, got enough out of it. Not back to 10, so Fiji playing the same game as the United Kingdom, the quick tap. Ooh, heart-stopping stuff, Stephen Harris.
It is some real superb work there from the loose forward Vukoto at breakdown, getting that turnover. Although Fiji not finding touch.
Yeah, oh, great chase though. Brilliant from their fullback, Tuvok. But now, United Kingdom go the short side. Go through one of the big ball carrying forwards, Carrie Smith. Taken to ground nicely though by the Fijians. They have another wee look. This time it's the other prop, Becky Wilson. Makes some good yards. Morgan again, and for now we do start to see them kick through Sarah Graham. Hasn't found touch though. If you're going to kick against the Fijian team, you need to find touch because they have the ability to break from anywhere. Another really good example of it. Beats one, beats two. Storm rolling run again from Tuvo, the Fijian fullback. Fiji. They come the short side, the Fijians. Lovely little pop pass. Running back on the inside. Good tackle, though, from the United Kingdom. But Fiji getting numbers to that breakdown, getting there quickly. Ball comes out. So plenty of pace, plenty of options out to the left. They do come out to the left side. The big fin goes out. They need to straighten it up, Fiji here. They do, through one of their big forwards. And now, quick ruck speed is required. They've got numbers if they can use it. Not a great pass, but this is the danger of the Fijians. Their captain, Tuvo, the lovely little step, beats one, cuts back on the inside. Lovely little offload. Their loose forward, number 7, got numbers in support. The brilliance of Fiji at their best. But, oh, good fetching from the United Kingdom. Just couldn't quite get enough support for the ball carrier, Fiji. And somehow the United Kingdom have got themselves out of trouble. And from the ruck they look to kick. Won't find touch with that kick though. Oh, the bounce might go their way. Well, a little bit lucky. No, she keeps it in play. They say play on. Tuvo. Oh, the Fijians, the crowd loving this. Straight over the top. Oh, good stuff. Not releasing though. Penalty, surely. No, referee says, no, happy with that. Play on. So Fiji going that direct route. Just rolling onto the wrong side. Now the penalty comes. Well, got to thank the United Kingdom. Feel a little unlucky for them. Felt they did get the fetches. Yeah, Fiji possibly should have got the penalty.
Yep, looked like a penalty to me, but referee said play on in a way. We will respect the official for letting the game flow. But Fiji, once again, just showing from broken play how dangerous they are, and all being sparked by Kasanita Tuvo, their fullback at the back, and also Bati on the left wing, showing some real strength.
So happy to play it. Tap and go. Another big driving run, this time for their right lock. Uli Kadavu. They cut back inside, find their Norakete to number 7. Doing a better job in terms of supporting the ball carrier, Fiji. Now the big long cutout pass once again to one of their players. Surely it's only a matter of time for the Fijians. It will be the right winger, just pulled a short metre short of the line, and somehow the United Kingdom get out of trouble again. But the Fijians showing the enterprise. Boy, desperation stuff. United Kingdom, well, they're up for the count, but they've somehow managed to get back to their feet. Really good exit here required. And this time, she does find touch, but still halfway between the 22 and their own goal line. Clearance kick from Sarah Graham. Wow.
I was going to say, for all Mully, you'd say Bola Male was in for the try, but watch this tackle, covering tackle from Rose Dixon, showing no respect for her own body, gets across, makes the tackle, the knock on at the breakdown. There must be something about that corner, Mark, because we saw some brilliant defence in the Australia-France, which turned the whole game a few days ago.
So good line out from the Fijians. Now they set up their driving maul. They continue to put the UK back on the back foot. The United Kingdom going backwards. When does the referee put the arm out? He says once, you've got to use it, Fiji. And now they do use it. Looks to straighten up. Good running from their first 5'8". Annie May. Can't get the ball out. They do now. Big storming run coming from Ravuvu. Got support, Ravuvu. Numbers out to the left if they can shift it quickly, but happy to go through Narakete. Keti brought to ground finally. Now, surely, it's just a case of hands, it is, and it will be the first 5 for Fiji. Annie May, who will score their try to level it up at 5-all. Well, they earned the right. They've been threatening all afternoon, and finally Fiji have got themselves on the scoreboard. It's taken them 33 minutes, but this is Fijian rugby at its absolute finest.
Yep, it's come with the arrival of the sunshine, and it's shining on Fiji at the moment. Annie May is the recipient of this try, but there was a lot of work done in the inside channels to get across the advantage line, especially from the number 7 Narokete with a very, very good carry, and UK just basically ran out of numbers.
Yeah, and the United Kingdom, if they're going to kick, what we've seen is this Fijian team very good at scrum time, very good at line out time. And so for the United Kingdom, if they are to exit, probably need to go 2 or 3 phases and then look to kick. So opportunity to take the lead for Kasanita Tuvo. And the kick is out to the right, so 5-all, 6 minutes remain in the first half. Boy, what a game of rugby. United Kingdom really just hanging on for dear life at the moment, aren't they?
Or a couple of nice little touches in there. May finishing off the try, but a lot of the attack being sparked by the captain, Kasanita Tuvo, fullback.
Still plenty of time. So, United Kingdom get play back underway. First up tackle miss, another big barnstorming run from the Fijian lock forward. A little bit up offside, the United Kingdom referee says play on. And they're happy to play the big long cutout pass, the expensive game to their danger player. And look at the step, beats one, beats two, great support. Now they go up this side. We know they've got plenty of speed, good cover tackle. But doesn't manage to get to the player into touch. Good run coming from the inside centre, Lavinia tonight. Fiji. Oh, little knock on. Forward pass, knock on, come back. They'll play the scrum. Boy, if those passes do stick, we're going to see some of the great tries, the way William Webb Ellis hoped the game would be played. Well, Fiji, I think, along with the Pacific Island countries, play rugby the way William Webb Ellis envisaged it to be played.
Absolutely. Listen, I'm enjoying the official. He's just giving the teams a little bit of free license at breakdown, maybe to hold on to the ball a little bit longer, but at least it gives its continuity and as consistency.
It's all about consistency, isn't it? So scrum half Charlie Morgan collapsing on this side of the scrum. So the number one for Fiji, the loose head prop, is Lauthani Valu. And the tight head for the United Kingdom, Kerry Smith. Good battle. 4 minutes remain. Don't go away, folks. So it's a beauty. Fiji, off the performance against Australia in the first round of the tournament, most people believe came in as favourites to this game. But just look at the pressure across the far side there on the loose head. Becky Wilson getting absolutely destroyed by Fiji here. Referee says play on. Now what sort of enterprise can the United Kingdom bring? Again, had a wee look. And the fear of being tackled this time by Nambura. Meant the United Kingdom had a wee look. I think it might have been their centre, Jade Mullen. Now what's the referee say here? So deem Fiji to be up offside. Just got to be careful here, the Fijians, with their discipline.
Got to say, they'll be the happier of the two sides getting close to the half time, because the few opportunities that we have seen them, they've looked the more dangerous team.
Okay, so that was some cynical play, I think, throwing the ball away. So Fiji down now to... Imagine, picked up a yellow card already. We don't have a clock on that, so certainly, possibly still might be down to 13 for a minute or so, but certainly down to 14. But the problem is the United Kingdom just haven't been able to capitalise on that one player advantage. Deciding to kick for touch and finds touch, so good touch finder from the first five, Charlie Morgan, hoping Sarah Graham. Now, a really big moment in the context of this match. How important is this line out? Sarah Bately getting some final instructions from a tight head prop, Kerry Smith. Good drive. Have a second shunt. Fiji. Arm goes out again. Another penalty.
Discipline been a real problem for this Fijian team, and it continues.
But it's still 5-all. So they can address it at half time. But I love the enterprise here from the United Kingdom. They know that they've got to win this game. And I think they probably realise they might not win it in threes. Chance here, opportunity for another rolling maul. They go to the front of the line out, set up nicely. Big charge coming. Fiji just can't get their body weight right at the moment. Brought short just to the line. Referee says happy, so they'll come out to the left. Another really good play, long cutout pass. Surely the try must be on. Steps back in, cuts inside. Big tackle, forward pass, however. Fiji, this time, they're the team that hang on. They'll get the scrum feed, like the enterprise of the United Kingdom, though, looking to try and bring the runners back in on the cutter.
It was well put together by the UK. Just that pass from the 13 just ran a little bit too far, and a very, very good tackle there from the skipper, Kasanita Tuvo. Well, that's a captain's knock if ever there was one.
Now, let's see what the Fijians, I'm not sure kicking is part of the Fijian rugby philosophy. If they do kick, I'm not sure it'll be for touch. It'll be for their chasers. Good early pressure being put on by the United Kingdom, but they retain it. Now from this, now they look to try and break it out. Poor pass though. So Fiji, they regather, they recollect. Tackles need to be made now. Support, but once again, fetches for the United Kingdom, getting there quickly. Referee says play on. Again, good fetching. The cleaners this time coming in, but it's a little bit too late. This is where the United Kingdom have been outstanding, and that is at the breakdown.
Yeah, Fiji on that occasion just a little bit guilty of isolating the ball carrier, and UK, they've been good over the ball in the first 40. They give themselves a last opportunity to maybe post a try before halftime.
You really do want to turn this territory into points though. If Fiji had the amount of possession that perhaps the United Kingdom have had, they probably would have scored 2 or 3 tries. Imagine the Fijian coaching staff would be frustrated. Go to the front of the line out, set up for another drive, another rolling maul. This is better, good play coming. They got the momentum, they got the big shunt on the hooker for United Kingdom, Sarah Bately. Can she get herself across? Still going, now finally brought down. Little knock on. And that is half time. So at half time, in this enthralling encounter, it is the United Kingdom 5, the might of Fiji 5. Stephen Harris, don't go away. United Kingdom playing the better rugby. Fiji, on the small chance that they've had, showing their brilliance.
Very, very much so. UK with all the ball in the world. Fiji with very little ball, bite-sized samples. But what we have seen, they look very dangerous.
Okay, so we will bring you some highlights of the first half in one moment. We'll try and catch up and talk to Willie Walker, these days the coach of the Farapama Cup side for Auckland, as we do go back, bring you highlights of the first half.
Welcome to Forever, man. Let's go. Go! It's forever. Don't surrender. Yeah. You know that this right here forever. Go. And there will be no surrender. Now allow me to reintroduce myself. They call me J. To the easy ear. Know that we're undefeated. Y'all beneath the speeches trying to air a grievance. But as long as I overhead, better check the air for clearance. Call the tower. This is our clear to heat the air apparent. Really, I've never been better. Legacy, this is forever. All the more times I've been severed. I'm raising the bar. You can go ahead and measure. Think about time for a toast. Time that we welcome to go. Yo, we're just leaving. I think about time that somebody go get them their coat. You know I got all that anthem. Come back in what you call that add-on. Got anthems. Masters and bands with masters, getting them right like my name was Miranda. I ain't bigger dead than alive, I ain't bigger dead than alive. One more time, this is forever, remember the legend, he never gon' die, yeah. I ain't bigger dead than alive, bigger dead than alive. I ain't bigger dead than alive, dead than alive, yeah. I ain't bigger dead than alive, bigger dead than alive, Just making sure that you know why, because this is forever. And there will be no surrender. Yeah. You know that this right here forever. No surrender. It's forever. You know this right here forever. No surrender. It's forever. You know this right here forever. I am just leaving a legacy. I am the one that they paid to see. Got something to say to me, say. You know I've been waiting so patiently. This is my legacy. Y'all don't believe me, then wait and see. Basically, I have been running things. You can just go on and take a seat. Yeah. Loving they hated me, put that on everything. Not on my level. You can't be the enemy. This is the plan that we showing them anyway. Hit up the lawyers and give them the NDA. Woo! This is the brand new. This is the brand new. Nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. And there ain't no thing that you'll be taking from me. Man, that came from nothing. Made it something. Name is buzzing. Call me Ryan Gosling. Hey, go know that they gonna love me more when I'm gone to retire.
Half-time here at College Rifles. We're watching a really enthralling battle between Fiji and UK. Could be anybody's game. 5-5 at half-time. Very interested spectator is the Auckland women's rugby coach, but now also the Blues Super Rugby Aupiki coach, Willie Walker. Bro, what brings you out here?
Just an opportunity to see some more women's rugby. I know a few of the ladies playing in the New Zealand team, so it's good to just come out and catch up with those girls and just to see what's actually going on down here. It's bigger than I thought it was, and it's been really enjoyable with some pretty talented players out there, and the match going on at the moment, it's a good old tussle.
Yeah. And of course a real difference in styles as well. We're seeing the difference of the European style and the Fijian flair in the game that we're currently watching.
Yeah, it's exciting. I think any chance to get any kind of footy on the field is good to see, and like you said, the contrast in styles is huge. The Fijians like to throw the ball around, and they've got a bit of ability out there, so I think if they can hold on to it a little bit more, they'll be right in the mix.
And of course it's just another avenue for women's rugby as well. We had Buck Shelford out here yesterday, and of course an old Navy man himself back in the day in services rugby, but great to see in our Wahinema as well.
Yeah, like I said, it's perfect timing with the Women's World Cup at the moment. Any exposure, the growth of the game is huge, and it's exciting to see the talent that is around. Yeah,
and of course a couple of girls previously the New Zealand team played looked pretty impressive. Couple of girls, Hayley and of course Leah Miles from Otago with a bit of NPC experience. What do you think of the level?
Yeah, I think it's good. Like you say, there are some pretty experienced players out there, and putting their talents on the show, and it's just good to see. The growth of the game is huge, and I can't wait to see some more.
And of course, the game that we're just watching now, some pretty impressive athletes running around, especially in that Fijian team. Anybody there that if you thought to yourself you could probably pick for a team you like?
No, there's a few out there. There's some pretty good looking athletes, good with ball in hand, some pretty physical players as well. So, yeah. Look, who knows, mate? It's just good to see. Yeah. It's just good to see the game.
And boy, that evolution of women's rugby. We've got the Rugby World Cup going at the moment. Of course, this Defence Forces tournament. How good?
Yeah, it's awesome. Like I said, the growth of the game is huge, and the more we can get the exposure and people out there to see it, the bigger the game's going to be, and the faster it's going to grow. So it's encouraging. I think there's so many young female players out there. And this is just another avenue for them to express themselves.
Okay, mate, listen, thank you very much for your time, mate. And just before I go, any sort of predictions in the second half?
Like I said, if Fiji can hold on to the ball, they'll be right in the mix. I think they've got to be a little bit better at looking after securing their pool at breakdown.
Yeah, awesome. Well, there you go. There's the coach's word right there. Willie Walker giving us the rundown on what he thinks is going to happen in the second half as I send you back to Mark Watson.
Yeah, thank you. And Willie Walker, a wonderful player in his own right. Remember him back in the days, I remember watching Auckland Grammar King's College, and he was very much the real star for King's College and went on and had a really good career too, playing for New Zealand Māori, of course. Lovely to have him here watching some of the talent on display. A little bit disappointed that he didn't mention Mount Albert Grammar School, of course, my old school. Portia Woodman, arguably the best female player in the world, part of the alumni out of that school. But you are watching the first ever International Defence Rugby competition, Aotearoa, Tamaki Makoro in Auckland. No mai, hari mai, piki mai, kaki mai. It is 5-all between the might of the United Kingdom and the flair and the fear of Fiji. Fiji playing in the green, the red and the yellow. The United Kingdom playing more in the purple. It'll be the United Kingdom will have the breeze behind them in the second half. It's been an error-ridden first 40 because of the pressure both sides have put on each other. You do feel, as Willie Walker said, if they can just secure possession at the breakdown, they can certainly have the ability to open up this United Kingdom side. United Kingdom, they're just going to want to make sure they just don't want to turn possession over either. They don't want to kick unless they're finding space or unless they're finding touch. So we will get play back underway. It'll come through the United Kingdom team, through their first 5'8", Sarah Graham. Now Fiji immediately will look to try and go wide. They beat one, beat two. Good first up, bustling run from their big number 8, Priscilla Siata. Haven't seen a lot of her throughout this game. Another good run, slightly high in the tackle. Referee says no, play on. So Fiji happy to play the short game, the quick offload. Got to make decisions under pressure a little bit better. Another unforced error from the Fijians. But what does the referee say? Oh, injury, so we will have the line out. Good chat there with Willie Walker.
Yeah, and I think he's pretty impressed about what he's actually seeing. And I'm pretty sure there's some talent, especially maybe in this Fijian side. He'd definitely be interested. But yeah, great to see.
You've just seen the Fijians, just again another just a pass that didn't need to be made. You know, earn that right. I always find with teams early on in games, just set the basics, set the platform up, just get your players involved, just get used to some ball handling. So another blood bin.
It doesn't seem to matter what number jersey the Fijian team's running. They all can basically run. They can all pass. And yeah, it's just that island experience, isn't it? You go up to the islands and you see youngsters, male or female, running around in a backyard. Well, sometimes they're not even using a rugby ball.
Well, I think the great thing is, though, that you play rugby because you want to run with it. You know, unlike American football, which sometimes you can be a player never sees the ball. It's more of a wrestling match, and so you get the ball, you want to run with it. It's not there to kick. If you wanted to kick, you go and play football. Okay, so Sarah Bately, the throw into the line out. They go to the front, but picked off by the Fijians. Managed to keep it in play. Good quick play here from the Fijians. They look to try and kick, but really kicking to nowhere. Chance now for the British backs to have their say through their right wing, Amy Carr. Carr sets it back nicely. Oh, good enterprise. Lovely little cutout pass. Nice bustling run from Jade Mullen, the centre for the United Kingdom. Slow ruck ball low, looking short side. No, they'll come back to the left. Happy just to use their big ball carriers to get across the advantage line, doing it effectively too. Has a wee look. Another penalty though, just not rolling away. Just wants to make the tackle, you've got to roll away. Surprised. This is kickable, but they're going to look to find touch, take the line out.
Yeah, that drive's been working well for the UK, so why not continue to go down that path?
Yeah, I'd like them just to, at times, just again, let's just be a little bit more initially. Just slow it down a little bit, just set it up. Not off the driving maul, but if in fact a ruck is formed, do the pick and go. So they go to the back of the line out. Bobbles for both teams. Now Fiji, they can break it out from here, but happy to kick. But still inside their own 22. Knock on, though, will come from the United Kingdom. So Fiji, lucky to get themselves out of trouble. A bit of a wayward kick. They're managing to hold up in the breeze here, Stephen Harris.
Yeah, not a lot of advantage from that clearing kick. They're always under pressure. So really important that they get the set piece correct. Be interesting to see the attitude of the Fijians.
Yeah, big chance here for Fiji. Now flat back line, number 13 there for the United Kingdom is Jade Mullen. Their fullback is Rose Dixon. 12 is Louise Dodd. That is the midfield pairing. For Fiji, you've got the likes of Bola Maha, the right wing, and now the big long sweeping cutout pass. Knocked backwards, referee says. So they beat one, they beat two. No look pass now down this right-hand side. Steps on the inside. Good tackle. United Kingdom making their tackles. Is it a bit of an intercept? It is, and it'll be from nothing that the United Kingdom score through Bethan Dainton, who used to play on the wing, these days playing in the loose. Outstanding try, and that is sometimes the danger of when you look to play with so much enterprise. High risk or high reward, but high risk at the same time. Just have a wee look here, Stephen Harris.
Yep, there it is there. Out on the to the left wing, Butty does well to initially step on the inside, but that's a heck of a read from the loose forward from great UK. Dainton got the pace as well. Of course, played in those outside channels before, and she picks up that opportunity, takes it expertly.
It's interesting with the Fiji, it's just not quite clicking at the moment, isn't it? Almost just a little bit too busy. Just need to pull it back a notch, just need to put the ball through the hands a bit more, straighten up at times, play their phases, go left, go right.
Yeah, you just sense if they can get 2 or 3 bits of continuity together, they've got that ability to find some space on the outside.
Well, I think what you do if you continue to play the same way, you just allow the United Kingdom to get a pretty good read on it. And they know what they need to do. They know how they need to get that sliding defence into play. But boy, that is just picked off nicely, isn't it, from Bethan Dainton. She's a good player. She's fast. Now, big kick in the context of this match for Sarah Graham. But unsuccessful. Pulls it to the left. So 10-5 is the score. 5 minutes 19 gone in the first half. Second half. Hope you are enjoying coverage of day 3 of the International Defence Rugby competition. Staged here at College Rifles Rugby Ground in Central Auckland, Tamaki Makoro. Non mai haere mai, piki mai kaki mai. If you have just joined us, and a big bulla to those watching in Fiji. Now, good run here, great run from the lock. Can't find the runner on the outside, does now though. Big storming run, good interplay between Erica Mills. Now Becky Wilson in possession. The loose head prop for the United Kingdom. Fiji in defence just set back a little bit. They were penalised heavy in that first half, and I wonder whether that's the adjustment, but in doing so, they're creating room on the outside. The left wing cuts inside. Oh, smashed. Brilliant tackle, this time being shown by Ulia Kadavu. But another bone-jarring tackle. Up forward past 2.
Yeah, just unlucky for the UK there, but boy, showing some enterprise. The UK doing a Fiji on Fiji.
Well, Fiji have set their backline a little bit deeper on defence. They were blown off the park for being offside, and I wonder whether they just still need to get a bit flatter in defence, because we are now just starting to see this UK team bringing that structure into play. Really lovely run here from Carrie Smith.
I must admit, I'm still trying to look for the forward pass because they all look pretty good from here.
Rose Dixon, the fullback, out to the left wing. Parker. Fiona D. Parker. And we might be still halfway between the UK line and the Fiji line, but this is an attacking opportunity for Fiji.
Yeah.
This is a point scoring opportunity for Fiji.
Yeah, anywhere on the paddock. Anywhere on the paddock.
Yeah, it's not 5 metres out, not 10 metres out. You can be 55 metres, 60 metres out with this Fijian team. So there is the big lock for Fiji. Solate cable. And Ravuvu on this side in the number 3 jersey for Fiji. She is the tight head prop. Loose head for the UK is Becky Wilson. Good little battle. Let's see who pops first. Referee on this short side. Good scrum from the United Kingdom. They'll come out the short side. Has a darting little run. The Fijian halfback goes on her own. She's got the player if she can find her. Good decision making, but again, just that fetching from England. It was very much a part of their very good first half performance. Just good. It's staying on their feet at the tackle ball area and turning possession over. A kick into no man's land. Fiji hot on attack through their brilliant centre. Nabura, she keeps going, beats one. Now she's got space, poor pass, but they regather Fiji. Cut back inside, numbers now arriving. Get their cleaners into play. Need a halfback. UK have managed to shut some of the momentum down. Need another halfback in here. They're going to walk over the top of this, the UK, are they? Now the cleaners for Fiji do arrive. Beats one, beats two, straight run, knocks it on. Referee, come back, play the knock on. Oh, the danger of Fiji, but once again, just the hands leading them down in key moments after doing so much good work.
Yeah, just those basics. The ball just sat there far too long. It just gave the UK defence line an opportunity to reset. Looked like it came off a UK hand in the tackle.
Yeah, well, Fiji have the scrummaging ability here to get a tight head, but it's all about engagement collectively at the right moment. So it's been good parity at scrum time between both teams. A lot of pressure on both front rows. Good scrum from the United Kingdom. They want to clear it early. And using those decoy runners and then looking to try and go wide. Fiji, though, another big, strong tackle, this time on the fullback, Rose Dixon. She's not releasing. United Kingdom, however, the arm does go out, so referee playing under advantage. And they look to try and clear the ball through Louise Dodd, the second 5'8". And the knock-on comes, so another unforced error from the Fijians.
Yeah, it's disappointing for Fiji. Doing a lot of good work at the breakdown to disrupt the UK ball. Really, that was a kick that should have been fielded.
Well, you wonder whether, we haven't seen a lot of goal kicking, but the other sides that might end up having to play Fiji in semi-final times potentially might just look at that and go, is this a weakness? Do we need to maybe kick more from the base of the scrum? Do we need to put them under a little bit of pressure at the high ball area? Because they're a team that are just used to running, aren't they? They don't want to play the kicking game. It's not the Fijian way. Boy, they play a lovely style of rugby, though, the Fijians. Because they show so much enterprise, you sort of just get a sense of around the ground that people are just wanting to see Fiji win this game.
Still not out of it by any stretch, but defensively they'll have to be good here. UK showed.
Well, it's discipline that's cost them so far, Fiji. It's been just discipline. And it's just been, you know, it's been not releasing at key times. It's just at times been getting up offside. And then just the odd handling error. Number 8 for the UK is Sally Bauhaus. Halfback is Charlie Morgan. Halfback for Fiji, and boy, what a halfback she is. Kota Bavalu. Now, they look, oh, the little chip trying to turn this Fijian backline around. It's a good piece of play here, good position, but they go to their danger player who manages to kick, but kicks into no man's land. The United Kingdom this time guilty of the knock-on from the kick. So, Fiji getting themselves out of a bit of trouble.
Some good cover there from the skipper, Tuvo. Although the kick probably not some of her best work. But fortunately, UK make the mistake. So another opportunity for Fiji to clear from their red zone, or indeed attack.
I think they're going to attack. I think they've found out that they've got enough down this left-hand side. I'd still like to see them put the ball through the hands. I think I'd like to see them bring in their number 12, their inside centre, T-Knight, their centre, Nambura, before the likes of Malet, their right winger, or Bate, their left winger, or their fullback, Tuvo, bring themselves into play. And they've been brought in a lot through the cutout pass. A good scrum here from the United Kingdom. Fiji, though, tend to hold their own. And referee says we'll reset. And they're patting themselves on the back because they've got that ascendancy. There's a bit of theatre in there, just trying to maybe look to live rent-free inside the heads of the Fijian front row by congratulating their own props, Wilson and Smith, saying you just owned them there, girls.
You can see a slight change to the UK pick. Starting lock, Erica Mills has moved on to the flank, replaced by Emma Tadman.
Oh, good to see Tadman on, good player. Now, better scrum here from the Fijians this time. They do get it. Now, they look to come out wide. Do they go through their hands? A little chip through and chase now. Have they got the ball runners? They do. And this is the brilliance of Fiji. Through thing. They find the pass. Now, player needs to go to ground. Just loses it in the tackle once again. United Kingdom will come away with possession. Still under advantage for the knock-on. And the clearing kick. And it finds touch. Good clearing kick too. But great enterprise from the Fijians. This time, just that little kick over the top.
Yeah, some good work there. Well fielded there by the 13. Nabura showing some strength. Goes into the contact of Dixon. Does extremely well to get that offload away. But just in the tackle, going to ground, just loses the ball. Does the support player, the number 10, Annie May.
Yeah, good tackle from Louise Dodd, the centre. Now, big throw in here for Isabel Koi for Fiji. Do they go to the front of the line out to United Kingdom contest? Not really. So, Fiji looking to try and run it from outside their own 22. It's good, nice set play. Get there in numbers 2 to the breakdown. Now the Fijians showing their flair. They've got room to go here. A one-on-one situation, the quick draw and pass. They find their replacement player, number 23, the utility. But again, it's hands just letting the Fijians down at the moment.
Yeah, just unlucky there. This ball comes out wide. Looks like in the hands of the replacement utility.
Yeah, just had a wee look too, didn't she? The fullback. Tuvo. That pass had a stuck though. We might be well tied up at 10-all with the kick to come. But Graham looking for the clearing kick. Gets good distance on it too. And suddenly Fiji find themselves back inside their own 22. It will be a throw in to the United Kingdom. So 10-5 the score. 24 minutes remain. Don't go away, folks. This game is hanging in the balance. Yep. So good drive here coming from the Fiji at line out time. Oh, penalty. Coming in from the side, the quick tap from the United Kingdom halfback, Charlie Morgan. Morgan, they're about 10 metres outside. Little knock on though. So, scrum feed. Goes the way of the United Kingdom. Wonder if we can maybe have another replay. Look at that. Just have a look here. So the quick tap, I'm just trying to see where that first knock on is. Okay, just obscured a little bit. Might have been from the halfback for Fiji. Got to Bavalu, and then the knock on the other way. So it will be a scrum feed to the United Kingdom to set their back line left and right. So from the base. They'll come out to the right-hand side, looking to run the cutter. No way through for the centre, Jade Mullen. Fiji getting up quickly again. Another big run. Fijians just need to roll away at the tackle. They do get possession back, the United Kingdom. The little chip and chase, but picked off nicely by Fiji through their very impressive centre, Numbura. Sets it up nicely. Fiji looking to turn defence into offence. Happy to go the direct route this time, bringing in their big loose forwards. They've walked over the top of it though, and then the knock on. Did all the good work, the United Kingdom, but then just knocked it on. Got to get quicker to the breakdown, Fiji. Got to get better ruck ball, ruck speed, a little bit more urgency.
Yeah, just required a couple more bigger bodies to go into that ruck. You can just see they're leaning on it. Just needed an extra couple of bodies. It was well recognised though from the UK. Not sure the number of that player who came through the ruck, but good work.
So 21 minutes remain. It is the United Kingdom 10, Fiji 5. Must win game for both sides. Fiji win this, guaranteed a place in that semi-final next Wednesday. Nope, collapsed. So good pressure on the side of the scrum. And they take the quick tap, Fiji. Now, big long ranging cutout pass again. It's effective, just loses their footing though. So good defence, turnover possession, goes back the way of the Fijians though. Looking to just do what the Fijians do, and that is run it and run it fast and run it with speed, plenty of power. Good from the flanker, Ndariketi. They now come out wide, direct running, under advantage. Referee will come back, they'll play the penalty. So, a little bit of momentum shift in favour of the Fijians.
Yeah, it's sitting right in the balance now, eh? Almost 20 minutes to go. Fiji, you just hope they can string something together, put a few phases.
Interesting to see they're not kicking here. They back themselves to tap and go. So almost looking like sevens. And good barnstorming run from their halfback, Caroline Vura. Got to get better body position though. When they're going in to the contest, they've got to get lower.
Pace of the game might be starting to tell on a few.
So I just wondered whether the United Kingdom, they're up very, very flat in defence. So you're going to go into contact, you've got to carry low, you've got to get better body position. You've got to create less of a target for the tackler. You just don't quite get your balance right, your centre of gravity. It's not low enough.
Yeah, love the quick hands, but on that occasion, I don't think it was the player's best interest to try and offload again. She was never in a position to get the offload away. Good to see some of the local Fijian community coming out.
Got a feeling though this still could come down to 5 minutes to play. Okay, so I'll come back now. (10-5), scrum to the United Kingdom. 10 metres inside Fiji's half. Big, powerful number 18, Raluvu. On the side of the scrum for Fiji. Placement halfback, Beverly Gilbert for the United Kingdom. Scrum is a messy one. Fiji now this time getting up, putting plenty of pressure. Ball goes back. Now Fiji have got to their feet. Well, I think if the referee was consistent, the penalty should have gone the way of Fiji then. I think their fetchers did everything right at the breakdown. United Kingdom this time not getting enough support, not getting to the ball carrier. Come out to the right. Good bustling run from Louise Dodd. She has really been very good for the United Kingdom. Another good piece of play here, showing their versatility, the United Kingdom. But someone needs to take it and straighten it up. They do it through Jade Mullen. Not rolling away is the call. Tough call. Let's just see if we can have another look at this, Stephen Harris.
Yeah, he's given the players free licence at breakdown. But on that occasion, it just seemed to me the Fijian player was first arriving, but didn't give that player a benefit of the doubt. Penalty to the UK. Yeah, and I felt that Fiji had the rights there. There was a moment earlier too where I felt Fiji also had the rights. I must admit, it's one rule that does my head in a wee bit. Sometimes the player who didn't roll away.
Sarah Bately now. So, nice set piece from the United Kingdom. Look to straighten it up. They go back through Bately. Eventually brought to ground. Happy to play into Fijian traffic. Another little wayward pass and all that momentum is suddenly lost. Oh, smashed. Gosh, I'm not sure their arms in the tackle there either. But crowd certainly loving it. Been really, really tough on Fiji at the breakdown.
Yeah, not even 100% sure what that penalty was for. You just see the replay. Just see the fullback, she gets hit.
Yeah, no, nothing wrong with that tackle. And then
just
on the top there, just trying to roll away, but sometimes difficult to roll away, but that's the way it goes. Haven't found touch from the kick though. So somewhat, the Fijians might say, some way a little bit of justice in terms of the result from that kick-off.
Great return from the Fijian fullback.
Crowd, the Australians here in attendance as well. Semi-finals set to go on Wednesday next week. The finals Tuesday the following week, so 19th of October. I'm expecting a birthday present, Stephen Harris. Oh, a little bit of English football here. Wow, that's unorthodox but effective. Lovely little step. Looking to try and break out is Jade Mullen. In fact, the left wing. Whaianiri Parker. So Whaianiri Parker, a lot to like about her running game. Just haven't seen a lot of her. And now, it's been this passing at times, which has just left the United Kingdom backs just a little bit flat-footed, allowed the Fijian defence to get up. Another good example of it. Amy Carr, this time the ball carrier. Another penalty. Fiji off their feet. Well, they're just getting blown off the park at the moment, the Fijians.
Yeah, some good intent at breakdown by the Fijians, but once again, just going off their feet. So just those little basics, just killing them at the moment. The official, no choice but to penalise them.
Well, it's just an intuition, isn't it? You sort of see the ball and your immediate instinct is to just get it and bring some athleticism to it. We're all guilty of it. Sometimes the same, sometimes with the high tackles. It's from anyone. There's no often any real intent in it. It's just a natural reaction, and you pay for it later, unfortunately. But look, I think it's a game that's been played in great spirit. We haven't had any real niggle. I think it's just Fijians just have struggled a little bit adapting to the interpretation of the referee. Now, do they challenge for the line out the Fijians? They do. It's messy, but the United Kingdom come back and they're going to get the penalty. So they came across the line. They take the quick tap. They got a little bit of lip. So referee penalised them another 10 metres. Another big tackle though. Oh, two more big tackles from the Fijians. There'll be some sore bodies tomorrow in this United Kingdom team. Another advantage. Offside. And referee, I think, will just blow and come back. Playing a long advantage here. I'm not sure there is one. And now, is he going to go to the pocket again? We've already had 2 Fijian players yellow carded.
Yep, the double blow. I think it's coming. Wants to have another word with the skipper.
Well, I think this time it'll be a little bit around maybe some of the back chat. Scary thing is, for as much as they've been blown off the park, and again, certainly not, referee I think has done a very, very good job in this game. They're still in this, Fiji. They're still only trailing by 5, and that'll be the frustrated for the United Kingdom. For all the position they've had, for all the penalties that have gone their favour, the scoreline is only still 10-5.
One moment of brilliance, and it can come from anywhere on the paddock.
And you know that the Fijians are capable. You feel, though, that if the United Kingdom can be the next scorers, and I wonder, do they look at the 3 points here? Do they look at taking this beyond a converted try? Do they back themselves, mind you, looking at the way they're setting up through their outside back, Millie Williams?
Yeah, I think they'll probably kick down the tram line, stick to what they do best. Keeps them on attack, keeps them inside the red zone.
Behind them, though, is there a player here that can kick from distance?
Yeah, it's a good
Take
point.
the opportunity. At the very least, it's going to come up short, get up quickly. So another player losing the field. This is their tight head prop, Carrie Smith. So they've got a number of utilities. Still got Danica Wilmore to bring on. Wilmore will come on in the number 17 jersey.
Smith's been very good today. I think she's done a good job on that tight head side.
So, the kick from Millie Williams. So just outside of the Fiji in 22. The replacement player, so Emma Tadman is the acting halfback. Utility forward Natalie Lewis in the number 16 jersey. So, yeah, through the hands. Fiji turnover. Now, another infringement against Fiji, this time the free kick.
Yeah, a little bit of a harsh call, because I actually thought the throw wasn't straight originally.
No, going to take the scrum. Can't hear what the referees are saying, but it'd be interesting just to hear what the interpretation was there. So, ball gets fed in, good scrum coming from Fiji. Come out to this left-hand side. Can they turn possession into points, though, the United Kingdom? That's better. Just holding that pass just that little bit longer. Now, starting to run out of speed all around the shoulders. Now, let's see what the referee says here. Was it high? Was it dangerous? Was it below the shoulders? It looked nasty. Going to the pocket. Let's have a look at the replay here, Stephen Harris. I'll let you call this one.
Yeah, there we go. Ball goes out wide, and she looked dangerous out on this left wing. Here's the winger Parker. This time, just going in a little bit too high.
Yeah, I'm not sure, though, that warrants a red card.
Yeah, maybe just a talking to from Nabura.
I mean, grabbed her by the jersey. Came up a little bit high.
It's unfortunate. Nabura, she's been good today.
Yeah, let's see if we can have another look at it. Here we go. So, I mean, initially, it's okay. There's okay. Just comes up a little bit. It's more the grabbing of the jersey at the back and spinning around made it look like it was a bit more malicious than it perhaps was.
Yeah.
So, another yellow card. Well, I think it looked worse than it actually was. Yeah, and unfortunately, it's their start. Their captain, Tuvot, who picks up the yellow card. She'll come back on with maybe 3 or 4 minutes left to play. So Fiji, for once again, down to 14. It'll be about 30 minutes. At the end of this, it'll be 30 minutes where they've played with only 14. But for the United Kingdom, they'll want to score here. Frustration. Again, not straight. Well picked up this time by the referee. So not straight. Neither side realises that the play has stopped.
UK think they've scored, but of course, line out wasn't straight, so
No.
the door's still open.
Yeah, and now Fijians not afraid to get into the face of the United Kingdom. Lovely little... Let's have a look here, Stephen.
It's got a bit willing out there, as you can see. Definitely,
well and truly
definitely
not
down,
straight.
definitely down the side
Look,
of.
if you're not going to contest the line out, I don't have an issue with it. But in that situation, Fiji
Yeah.
were certainly
Yeah.
contesting at the front.
Yeah.
And if you can go into the middle of the line out and the opposition's not going to contest, it doesn't matter. But
Well, that's at least a page out of the rule book. If you
Yeah.
take it there.
yeah. But I think that's generally the sort of interpretation, isn't it? A lot of the time. Now let's see what Fiji can do here. Wouldn't it be amazing if they could score from here down to 14 after being under so much pressure? Just got to, be quick. There we go. Now the Fijians, they will look to try and run it. They bring up their big boppers. Beats one, beats two. Another infringement though. What does the referee say now? Was that a knock on? Forward pass?
Well, he's saying forward. Wow, I'd like to see this again.
Well, there's no forward pass there.
There's a pass.
Oh yeah, that might have been forward. It's
yeah.
hard to tell
Yeah.
from this angle.
Yeah.
I'd imagine the call would have come from the touchy. So now, England, they'll be happy to soak up the clock as much as anything. Probably not quite into that zone just yet. But good body position being shown by this United Kingdom scrum. Now, they quickly go out to the right. They do have the overlap if they can use it. Another barn bustling with their arms in the tackle this time. Come out to the short side. Got numbers. Can they use it? Good tackle coming back across. Another player just smashed the utility for the United Kingdom. Just don't have a name. Oh, Kate Edwards, in fact, smashed. Referee Fiji pleading for the penalty. Trying to bring numbers across to tighten up in and around the breakdown. Around the fringes. Just don't want to concede a penalty here, Fiji. Happy to use their big forwards, the United Kingdom, through Becky Wilson. Doesn't go far, Wilson. Do they go to their flanker, Beth Dayton? They do go to Dayton. Now they look to go wide. They'll find Louis. No, go out to the short side. So look to try and change it. Bring in their big lock. And I think it was Erica Mills. Absolutely smashed Mills this time. Great tackling, crowd loving it. Another big hit. Boy, this is just wonderful rugby from Fiji.
Yeah.
All this possession, and they haven't been able to put points on the board. And now another penalty. This time coming in from the angle. Not coming in directly from behind, and there is a player down. Doesn't surprise me. It's been a real casualty ward. It's going to start to look a little bit like a MASH unit shortly.
You've got to love the enthusiasm of this defensive wall that Fiji has put up as we look at another hit there from the replacement player, the big number 18, Raluvu. Just seems to have been a theme in the last few minutes, but it's just sort of caught the ire of the official. It's just saying that player came in from the side as Lucy prop Becky Wilson gets a bit of attention. And you're right, it'll mirror a MASH would come the end of this game. It's a decision now for the UK, whether they knock over the 3, which will take them outside the 7 points, make it very difficult for Fiji.
Yeah, it's been a good... I mean, it's been a scrappy game of rugby. It's been a little bit frustrating, but that's just simply because of what's up at stake and the fact that both sides will just continue to put pressure on each other.
Wow, this surprised me.
Yep, haven't found touch from the kick. Now the Fijians, they have spent so much of this game camped in their own half. Now trying something different. They look to kick from the base of the scrum, the base of the ruck. Now Fiji in defence, good play. Now England under all sorts of trouble. Getting absolutely manhandled here. Brilliant from Fiji. Can they turn it over? Can they walk over the top? Penalty must go the way of Fiji. Surely not releasing at the base of the scrum there. At the base of the ruck, they pick and go. Boy, tough call from the referee on the Fijians. I'd like to have another look at this on replay, because I felt that Fiji had the numbers. Let's have a look here.
He's out, the 13. It's Mullen. Runs back, gets tracked down. Good tackle there from May. Takes it down. Gets out of the tackle area. Fiji running through. Gee, that player looks like she's still holding the ball.
That's my point right there. Felt that she just wasn't releasing at all. Felt that Fiji, well, I reckon really, really unlucky to be penalised, the Fijians.
Yeah, very tough call. I think we'll agree there.
Yeah, still time though. 7 minutes plus whatever injury time, and there's been a little bit.
Got to say, that was a great chase from the defensive line from Fiji, remembering they are a player down, or are they 2 players down?
Well, they've had a period, when it's all said and done, certainly 30 minutes where they've been down to 14, but also showing a difference. And maybe it's something perhaps they could have employed a little bit earlier, Stephen, because they've played so much rugby in their own half. And I guess the natural way is to try and run it from outside of your 22, but with the speed they've got, and clearly well drilled in terms of chasing.
Oh, listen, I think defensively they've actually been, despite the number of penalties that they've given away, I think defensively they've been good.
Still 5 points in it. Just over 7 minutes to go. Here you go, make some noise for your team.
So, 7 minutes remaining. Big scrum now in the context of this match for the United Kingdom. Big scrum in the context of this match for Fiji. What do the United Kingdom do? So they get up very quickly, the Fijians again. Forward pass, picked up by the referee. So, now Fiji here. They just need to tap and go, don't they?
Yeah, well...
Oh, they're going to call a scrum.
Yeah.
So, good play here. Draw the English forward pack in and then look to go one-on-one with their outside backs. Nice decision-making here from the Fijians.
Now, if I were Fiji, they've had a little bit of scrum dominance. I'd actually try and pull a scrum penalty and then have a free crack from here. But you can see there's a little bit of hunger and there's still plenty of time.
The problem with trying to collapse it, I mean, we know that it's a guessing game, isn't it, for the referees, really. It's a bit of a risk, but they've got a good enough scrum to do this on their own, I think, and they do go. Poor pass, but chance here now for the Fijians. They look to try and run round. Brilliant pass. Look to step back on the inside. Held up by England. They get back the United Kingdom. Now, how do Fiji work this one? UK have got to be careful they're not up offside. They look to crash through their big loose forward. Their number 7 for Fiji, Nataketi. They get there quickly, Fiji. A loose pass, but they regather. This is where they are dangerous. From broken play, beats one, beats two, the pass over the top, and Fiji surely must score. They do get the ball down. It is a try to Fiji. A try to Fiji, the outside back. Taraguthi scores the try, and it's all tied up at 10 points each. Well, Fiji, they've been in the wilderness for so long. The little chip from that, they managed to get possession back through a forward pass, and from broken play, there's no better sight in the world than the Fijians.
Well, ironic that it would come from a decent break from Nabura, who's been so impressive for them. And Tagusi, well, all she had to do was get herself to the try line. That's exactly what she's done. Where have you been all this half, Fiji? But we knew they could score from anywhere, and all they needed was half a sniff.
Now, how big is this conversion in the context of this match? Now, we've got Tuvo back on, so she can't have been the player that was yellow carded earlier. Well, we thought it was. She is the captain, so we thought she might have been the player that was yellow carded, but she's clearly just been spoken to, and another player has left the field for 10 minutes. So this conversion, and with this wind, I think you just, well, the old thing, staying for the middle and hope. Oh, pulls it away, so we're tied up at 10 points all. Nail-biting stuff. Now the exit for Fiji. What do they do from the kickoff, Stephen Harris?
Oh, I think first of all, you've got to get the ball, collect it, and I'd actually like to see Fiji kick, because I think they've got a good chasing game.
I do too. Kick and kick deep, and then chase, and then look, and they go. So the United Kingdom go long, and now the Fijians happy to take the initial thing. They unload, so they go down the short side, playing the Fijian way, playing brilliantly, set up nicely at the tackle ball area. Penalty must go the way of Fiji. It does. They take the quick tap. The United Kingdom not back their 10. They look to try and run through one of their bustling utilities. Wonderful play from the Fijians. The momentum shift. No halfback though. They've got to get there quickly. Slow ruck ball, but they look to straighten back up through number 7, Naraketi. Referee says it's out. They drive the Fijian forwards. They got numbers out to their right-hand side. They look to use it, the little chip and chase. They've got plenty of speed. Maybe not the option. And now the United Kingdom kick, but it's aimless. It's to nobody. And the referee says we'll come back, we'll play the penalty. The United Kingdom offside, the quick tap and go, no discussion at all. Not even the option of 3 points. Look at the physicality. Wonderful stuff from the Fijians. They come out to the right-hand side, looking to run this team around. They've surely just got to put it through their hands. One. I wonder whether the pass should have gone one wider. The United Kingdom hanging tough. What a game of rugby. What a comeback from the might of Fiji. Still, they go. They come the short side, beats one. Held up in the tackle. Good defence from the United Kingdom. Brilliant from the replacement, Emma Tadman. But still, out to the left they go. They tried the direct route. The big bopper. Carolina Vura, the ball carrier. The big step. Enemy looking to score the match-winning try. Fiji. They're short, held up over the line, are they? Do they get the ball down? No, they don't. A metre short. The crowd urging them on. Is it over the line? It is. It is Fiji. It is Fiji who score, and the crowd love it. At College Rifles. What a performance from Doreen Naraketi. The try just next to the uprights. It is Fiji 15. It is the United Kingdom 10.
Wow, well, it's taken them 79 minutes, but it's their impressive flanker, Doreen Naraketi, showing her strength, saw the line one way, had a couple of players in front of her, but went through the tackle of the number 4 for, that's Erica Mills.
Well, this conversion, absolutely crucial. There is still time to play though, Stephen Harris. So, Fiji trailing for much of this game 10-5, playing most of this second half in their own 22, in their own half, but they found a way, they found the Fijian way. The conversion is successful, 17 plays 10. Well, Fiji will go through to the semi-finals. And more than likely play Tonga. But the UK, they go long on the kickoff, somewhat surprising. Now the Fijians need to exit here. Smart, they kick the ball into touch, and it is all over. It is Fiji 17, it is the United Kingdom 10. What a game of rugby. You've got a feel for the team from the United Kingdom. They probably played the more structured, more organised rugby. The penalty count certainly went in their favour. Fiji, well, they struggled in key parts of this game, but when it counted most, the brilliance of this Fijian team came to the fore, and they've somehow found a way of winning it. 17 points to 10. And I tell you what, don't they love it? We will get reaction inside both camps. But congratulations to the tiny island nation of Fiji. If you are watching this, be incredibly proud of your Defence Force team, because they made a statement on day one against Australia. They've made a statement here against the might of the United Kingdom. We've got Stephen Harris, who will be out in the middle shortly. Wonderful camaraderie being shown amongst all of these Defence Force teams. Well, the United Kingdom, they have played some very, very good rugby throughout this tournament. They just haven't been able to hold it for 80 minutes.
With Fijian skipper Kasanita Tuvo. Hey, what a finish.
Yeah, we didn't really see it coming from UK playing a good D in attack, but I thank the girls for putting in the effort, working hard out there. We all give the glory back to God for giving us the strength, the talent to be here in this competition, and as well play hard for us to put that point on their board.
We just noticed today you gave a lot of penalties away, so discipline was a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, discipline was a little problem for us. We didn't see it coming, but we need to go back and refurb, work on our discipline for that. We usually play sevens, so we thought it was we got to bring our sevens game here, but UK changed that for us, and we really put in that effort in order to put in a good game.
You know, Fiji, whether it's men's or women's, we know you're the great entertainer, and we always felt during commentary that you could probably score a try from anywhere on the paddock. Did you feel that within the team as well?
Yep, we felt that in the team as well, for the fans cheering us on. We really put that effort in order to show a good game for the fans as well, for our other competitors as well.
And just moving forward, just something that you think probably need to work on?
I think the main thing we need to work on is our discipline and working hard on that defense as well.
Awesome. Well, you got the win. It took 79 minutes, but they all say rugby games do go for 80 minutes. Very well done, and congratulations to you.
Thank you very much, Steve.
Well, there you go. That's Kasanita Tuvo with her little corridor at the end of the game. Pretty pleased with what they've put in. There were times that game looked like it was going to get away with them, but we'll look around for Sian Williams, the UK captain, and have a quick word with her.
Yeah, we'll get some reaction from inside the United Kingdom camp, but a performance that I imagine the Fijian coaches won't be happy with, but it's all about getting the job done, because it's almost knockout stage. They will go through to the semi-finals, Fiji. For the United Kingdom, well, they've been wonderful ambassadors, haven't they? They've got to be pleased with the way they've played. Maybe just lacked a little bit of size at times in the back line, just a little bit of that flair. And now we'll go sideline. We'll go inside the camp with Stephen Harris.
Just getting a word with Sian Williams, the skipper of the UK. Hey mate, that must have been a tough one to stomach.
Yeah, we're gutted as a team, obviously. We worked really hard this week to come back together and actually perform how we wanted to perform. I couldn't be prouder of the girls. They absolutely give it their all, and the Fijians are tough. We took some big hits, some big collisions, and the girls just kept going and going, so I couldn't be prouder.
Yeah, we've been hoping you guys have got an extra physio, because I think some of the girls will be on the massage table after some of those hits we saw out there.
Yeah, our physios will be working extra hard over the next 5 days to tape us all back together, but the girls showed so much heart, and I couldn't be more prouder to lead this team.
Yeah, and listen, to basically just keep a Fijian team to 2 tries as well, because we know they're the sort of side they can score from anywhere on the paddock.
Yeah, literally, we just keep ball, do everything we could to keep the ball, because they will scrounge, and they've got some talent out there, and to just keep them at bay. And we were in it into the last 5 minutes, so it was a hell of a game.
Oh, very much so. You remember, this is a side that ran rough right over Australia at first up, so they are a good side.
Yeah, they're a very good side, but we knew what we were capable of, and we knew we didn't come out and perform against Australia, unfortunately, and that hurt a lot. So we worked really, really hard just to come back together, and the girls did all their hard work. It's a tough game to come back after 2 days and play again, and we were extra sore yesterday, but we still went out twice in the training paddock just to put all them things into place.
Yeah. Hey guys, all I can say is just keep your heads up and just roll on to your next game.
Yeah, thank you very much, and thank you to Fiji for such a good game.
Thank you very much, well, that's the UK captain. They're not too despondent. The girls have still pretty much got their heads up here, and that pretty much wraps it up here at College Rifles in our second game. Fiji with the late win.
Yeah, thank you, Stephen. If you have just joined us, let's go back and reflect on a game of rugby which at times was brilliant, which at times was frustrating, but when it came to drama, it had it all. When it came to a wonderful finish, it went the way of Fiji.
For the victory lap, though. Whoa, they ain't never seen nothing like this before. Lit the room when I came through the front door. Ask me if I stress overcome, what for? Train in the trees, please pardon my sycamore. Touch burning sands, cross lands, and stormy shore seasons in the year, yeah. Ain't no channel for champions and chain no fear. Yup, the champ is here, switch gears. We keeping haters in the rear. At the blood, sweat, and tears, and my goal so near. I see my victory so clear. I see my victory so clear. And today, we break through. 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 I know it's lonely at the town, but that's not by speculation. But the position that I got, I climbed too high to fall, went too hard to drop. Stop clocks on the speed bag. Every yell under pressure, no jet lag. This is greater than trophies and saluted flags. Titles of pain, the cost is paid. Yeah, I carried the cross I made. Dealt with the dealer, baby, the hand was played. New level, next stage. Learn to lead as a legend. Now tell me what's my next stage. Yeah, I said the champ is here. Switch gears. We keeping haters in the rear. At the blood, sweat, and tears, and my goal so near. I see my victory so clear. And today, we break through. 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 And today, we break through.
And finally, ladies, we'd like to congratulate our players of the day. So from the UK team, Sean Williams.
Welcome to Forever, man.